A big part of my motivation to keep going is that I really can see now that I can change lives.
Hi everyone, welcome in a meeting of Ekoï with the legend and ambassador and athlete. And today we have a big pleasure to receive one of the best athletes in the world in the triathlon with 3-time world championship in Kona. Welcome, Patrick Lange.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Patrick, you are one of the amazing athletes. You are born in 1986, and we know you about the triathlon long distance for ages. And today, you are triple Ironman World Champion. Something very not usually, because we know it's very hard to keep the result, especially in Kona. Can you explain today to people following you who you are, where you come from, how you expect the life of the triathlon today?
I'm a professional triathlete since, I think 2016 was my first year as an Ironman professional. Before I did studies, so I'm a physical therapist. I was a physical therapist in my life before I entered the world stage for Ironman racing. So it's not been my whole life being on top. So I really had to work my way up and had to work hard to get, where I am right now. And so after deciding to quit my job as a physio and to go all in and try to become an Ironman World Champion. In the first year, I got to Ironman Texas and straight away won it. Qualified for Kona, and in the same year, I got third place in my first attempt there, and totally fell in love with the race in Hawaii, which is the biggest race in triathlon. It's the holy grail of our sport, and it became my main life goal to win this race. And now to have achieved this 3 times is amazing for me. It's so much more that I could ever dreamed of. So if you would tell me this 20 years ago, I would probably say you're crazy. So it is amazing, and I can look back on a long career now, which I had a lot of successes. I think especially the run part of it stood out. This is the way I won my races. So I charged through the field and never give up to take the win in the end. And I think that's who I am. Always there to fight until the very end. And this is my life.
You start in 2016 to come to Kona for the first time, so you learn a lot with your third place, but you have something very special to other athletes. You are a very fast runners, and that is something we expect today, and a lot of athletes have frightened about you when you see you very close after the T2. When you catch a record in 2:27, yes, I think 2017, you win Kona for the first time, and you do a record for the marathon in 2:39. That is something you can control yourself when you stop the bike, and after you have few minutes or maybe 10 minutes, I don't know, but how you expect that for you? You need to know how long you need to time to win the race, or you just go and you see what's happened?
I always try to be the best version of myself, right? So I try not to have too much influence from the outside, because I know if I'm on my good day and I can extract the performance that I'm capable of, I'm within the world's best. So this is what I'm aiming for, to have my best race. Of course, I have to look and see who the competitors are. So there are certain athletes that I cannot allow to go 10 minutes ahead of me off the bike, because they are also really good runners. So it always a little bit in the race dynamics. And of course, it's always a question of how much power and how much effort you get in to chase, because I always compete for the win and not for the times. So I think the record I broke in 16 and 17 for the run was previously held by Mark Allen from 89. So it was a 27-year-old run course record. And to have taken this record from Mark Allen, who is a big inspiration for me, really meant a lot. And I can remember the moment when the announcer, Mike Riley, said, "Oh, you just broke Mark Allen's 27-year-old run course record from Kona." I was just standing there face to face with him, and I apologized. I apologized for that. So I really felt, not sorry, but it just felt crazy to have taken away a record from such a legend like Mark is. And that was probably the starting point of what was about to come.
Can we say Patrick Lange is a clever athlete? Because, it's not normally when you win the first time, you can win behind because you have a lot of pressure with a major, with a TV. Your life change, end of 16 or end of 17, your life change after the first win. How you manage that, because it's not easy. And 2018, you win, but you don't just win, you crush the weekend under 8 hours.
So it's really important to have a good team around you. So especially after the first wins, you really have to look for the best team possible that keeps you up and also protects you from negative effects, and so that was really one of our main focuses, to create the best possible environment for myself, to build the best possible team around me, the best physio, the best wife, the best manager. Everything needed to be perfect, because I'm a person. I need this strong environment to perform well. And I created this over the years, and the team created this atmosphere, and it definitely elevated my performances to be able to go sub 8 hours. So in Kona in 2018, I was the first man to ever go sub 8 hours, which was an amazing record, and a record that cannot be taken away from you. Being the first in something, it will always stand, I think. And on top of that, I proposed to my back then girlfriend Julia, now my wife. I think this year 2018, it was really, really special for me and for my team,
and for myself.
And for yourself, yeah.
Because I've been behind you to shoot you, and I remember this moment when you say, "Julia." I remember, I will not forget that. So and today Julia is with us behind, but congratulations for that again. And after, it's not easy, because 2019, 2020 to 21, very bad time with the COVID, so it's not easy for the world, it's not easy for the sports, so something changed for you, so you need to manage different. And the following years, 21, 22, 23, something special happened, because in Germany you are a legend in Germany. Behind you have Jan Frodeno, yourself, Faris Sultan, some big name win Kona, and you win the first WAF challenge in is a European Championship LTU,
yes.
Also in 21. Yes. And WAF is something special for yourself.
Yeah, in my opinion, Ross is the greatest race of all when it comes down to atmosphere and to the whole organization and the fans. Like it's a crazy race, and it's great to see the whole county being so behind the athletes and everything I think they have 2 volunteers for 1 athlete. So it's super crazy, and I really love the race. And you said it right. The time in between 19 and 21 was also really character building for me. I lost my mom to cancer. That definitely changed perspectives for me. And I think the whole COVID situation where we got taken away the possibility to race really shaped my my positive feelings towards sport and to go back racing, because it came like a routine, right? And it shouldn't be a routine. So you should be grateful to go on a start line and compete. I really changed a little bit the approach of racing, and from that year on, from 2020 onwards, always with my mom in my heart, and fighting for victories, also with her in the back of my mind, but also with a better mental setup, if you want. But coming back to Rot, it was a split second decision to sign up for this race in 21, because I think it was one week or 1.5 weeks in between I called Felix, because so the Ironman in Kona got cancelled in 21 pretty late into the season, and the second I read that the race in Kona will be cancelled, I called Felix and I said, I want to come to your race. You don't have to pay me any starting fee or anything. I just want to race. I just want to be part of it. And so you say, and from that moment onwards, from getting there for the first time, I really fell in love with the race. So it is amazing.
Thank you, Patrick. After we arrive in 22 is something special, because for you is a big training to be again a world champion. But we know in 22 Ironman decide to change the place of Ironman World Championship. So we decide in Nice. So Nice is a lovely country because it's where Ekoï is very close. And so in 22 you do something very special. You break the record we never done before in a marathon in Israel. You do 2:30, if I remember. You do 2:30:32. That is new point, because we know tomorrow, if you want to be world champion, you need to be close to 2:30.
Yeah.
And in Nice, when it's the first world championship in 23, you finish second behind Sam Laidlaw, and Sam Laidlaw is a Ekoï ambassador. But you stop the bike with over 12 minutes, and you finish just 1 minute behind. And that is something for you again special for the race.
So yeah, totally. The run portion back in the days when I started Ironman racing, it was pretty rare that we saw times sub 2:40, and I was on the leading edge to keep this momentum to definitely focus more on the run and improve the run speed. So I'm really proud of being the person who pushed the limits what's possible. Back in the days I would say 2:40 it's not possible, but I always said, okay, the development of the sport will be that you have to run within the 2:30 low region in order to win the races. And especially the race in Israel was a race that definitely changed perspectives. I think the fastest run back then was about 2:36-ish, and to cut off 6 minutes on a legit course in really strange conditions, to then be able to take the win was definitely a turning point for the run times. So it was a crazy race, and really cool to think back back of it. And now, today, you see these times, the 2:30 lows or maybe sub 2:30s, we see them quite regularly, actually. So it's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy, but I just something from myself. I respect from yourself. How we just talked before. You know you are far after the T2, but you keep going, and that is something very not easy to do because you are world champion. So you come for the title, but like yesterday we mentioned, you know after the T2 you will be not world champion.
Yeah.
But you keep going.
Yes.
And you beat 20 people and you do 2:31 and you finish top 10. That is something not easy to do for a world champ.
It is not easy, definitely, and sometimes it's really hard to keep the head in the game. But then having the right team around you comes into play again. And I said it in all interviews. It's this really goes down to my team to keep me motivated, to push. Because if you finish in 30-something position and you go off the bike, and of course I come to the races and I want to win or want to be within the zip code of winning the race. But then your mind changes and you do it for them, and you also want to see what's possible for you. So I was not racing for any position anymore. I just wanted to see what's possible. And Ironman really taught me that if you keep fighting until the end, everything is still possible. So you will always be rewarded if you keep fighting to the end. So this is what always happened to the Ironman. So in an Ironman race, and you can transfer that also to life. So it's really important to never give up and really try, even if the situation is not looking bright, to keep going.
Something interesting is 2023. I think is we see a new Patrick, because we know Patrick's with all the quality you have around yourself and around the running part. But in 23, when you finish second behind Sam Laidlaw, you see a new generation coming, a young guy coming. You will finish second 2 times, you win 2 times. But if you say, if I want to win the 3rd time, I need to change something. And that is something very impressive, because you decide with your team and with your with the brand follow you, your sponsorship, your partners, you decide to help the partners to have a fast product to win more time or to lose less time on a bike, because behind with the run you can come back. That is something new for you. And 24, what's happened? 3rd gold medal. Kona again.
Yeah, definitely 2023 in Nice at the Ironman World Championship was a super important race and kind of a turning point in my career, because especially after 19, 20, 21, 22, I was in Kona only 10th. And especially when you get older and you really think, okay, maybe the young guys they're just better. So I really took it as a chance, this race here in Nice, to prepare in the best possible way and go out and fight as hard as possible. And getting to the 2nd position there and coming so close to winning the race motivated me and showed me that I still got what it takes to be in the ballpark of winning. Everyone knows that winning, it's a little bit luck, it's skills. But you have to be sure that you are within the ballpark. And this race gave me the confidence that I'm there, and I have to train for it properly. I have to push my partners to give me the best possible equipment to be able to close the gap. And I think it's really important for me to give the feedback, to help develop. So I never in my life took a sponsorship because of the money. It's always, the performance was always first, because my goal was to win. So I don't care about the money if the performance is there and help me win the races. And I'm a guy who also pushes the sponsors and the partners, because I want to see the development. I want to see that they are also involved and helping me to be the best version possible. And I'm super grateful to have Ekoï on my side. They for the helmet development, we went to university and to 3D models and wind tunnel tests and everything. But now I know, okay, this is the perfect helmet for me. And we were both really surprised to see how much faster we got, right? And the next year, we saw Sam going for the first time sub 4 hours with the same helmet. Myself, I was is the fastest German time in Kona ever. So it is working.
Yeah, that is something very special for us in 24, because we remember. I think you remember when we talked the day before the race in Kona. You say, I need to stop the bike maximum 8 minutes. And you stop the bike how many? 8 minutes. So, and the special years also, because Sam, for sure, he breaks the world record of the bike, 3:57. You win the race, and behind Willy Van Berg finish third with a new helmet, and the free new helmet on the head of everyone. That is the best year ever for Ekoï today. But yeah, we are very impressed about the new improvement. I have something after to talk. We will talk about some questions by the follower from Ekoï, but I think I have some little anecdote about what we've done before when we start together. That it will be funny, I think. So now we will talk about some, we asked already last week to some follower, to some customer, what you would like to know about Patrick Lange. So I have some questions for you, Patrick. Patrick, among your victory, which one stand out the most for you and why?
It is the third victory in Kona for me. Of course, the first one is always really special, but with all the history I just explained, with my why, with my racing for my mom to give her this victory that she really wanted me to have was definitely special. And to do it also in record time, and with being an underdog despite being second in the previous year, despite having won it 2 times before. But nobody was really expecting me to win except for you. So it was the greatest victory of it all. And to do it in Kona, it's always special and amazing.
Yeah. So that is a question from TFan92, so thank you very much. A second question from Ironman Obsessed. What has been the tough moment in your career and how you managed to overcome?
Toughest moment in my career, definitely also in Kona, the DNF in 2019. I woke up with fever and coming to defend my title, so racing with start number 1. I felt a lot of pressure, and I decided to race against all odds and against the opinion of my doc. He said I should not race because it's a bad idea with fever. But DNFing this race really was the starting point of so many great things to happen. So it really made me reconsider my coach, for example, the training setup, the place where we live. So it started a wave of changes, I think, that ultimately led to winning the race again in 24. So even in the darkest moment, if you want, there are always opportunities and possibilities that are growing, even if you might not see them in the first place. So I'm in the end, I'm grateful to having this bad experience.
Not easy to say, but yeah, that is you. Third question from Swim Bike Run Addict. Do you feel proud of your Kona titles and of having inspired a new generation of triathletes?
Yeah, it's always a little bit hard for me to say I'm proud, but yeah, looking back, of course, it's been great, and again, like, I achieved so much more than I could ever dreamed of, and seeing especially kids starting triathlon because they saw me in the TV running in Kona, and actually now is the time where a lot of young athletes come and say to me how you inspired me to start triathlon. For example, in St. Moritz in the training camp, I just met a girl. She's in the German national team, and we were riding bikes together. And after a couple of hours, she told me, "Yeah, actually, you're a big inspiration, and now I'm in the national team. I want to go to the Olympics, and more or less it's just because of you." And I was like, okay, that's that's amazing. It's really amazing. So to see, and it became a big part of my motivation to keep going, is that I really can see now that I can change lives through what I do and what I love most. I wrote a book as well. Unfortunately, it's only available in German, but we're working on an English version as well. And you cannot imagine how many people come to me when I'm having an autograph session for Ekoï or other sponsors, and they come with a book and they say, "You changed my life. I was like 50 kilos heavier, smoking, drinking, and then all of a sudden I have this book in my hand, and I completely started over a new life." And this is so great, and this is so amazing. This is so amazing what you can do, and how great is it to change lives in a more positive way. It's amazing, and this is, I think, what sports is all about, and what's super great.
That is proud of you. So it's a good answer. We have a question from Kona Dreamer. That is a good surname. Huh? If you could relive one race in your career, which one will be?
Real life? 24 as well. Kona 24. Until this day, I always said I never had a perfect triathlon. To get a triathlon perfect and right in every way is almost impossible. So in, I don't know, 26 years of doing the sport, I always had little things to complain about. A little bit bad swim, I lost my goggles in the swim, or the bike was not, even if I won the race. So there was always a little bit of something was not right. But in this race, everything it was just a perfect race. Everything was right where it needed to be. And this was definitely, that was my, the dream scenario.
Okay, next question from Endurance Junkie. So you already say pass the answer, but what advice would you give to the young Patrick at the start of his career?
Keep believing in this gut feeling that I have or had from the start of going out, riding bikes, and competing. Some feeling deep down within myself said that I can achieve great things. And it's really hard. Sometimes you doubt, and you have to fight through, and you also have negative influences. So also parts of my family, they were not believing. They said, your sport, you're just illusional, and what are you doing? Do something real, do a real job, go study, this and that. And something deep within myself kept me going, even if it was always the best years. And from the performances, you could not say, okay, he will definitely win Kona. It was just, I was dreaming almost. And normally a guy or a kid from Bad Wildungen doesn't win World Championship titles. So, believe in that dream.
Thank you. That, I think, is your dream when you are young too. So now you know what's happened. Patrick, I know you have some passion, because we have some more questions after the follower. We'll come back after later. But I know you have some passion. One is your passion. You like cooking. What are you laughing about?
Julia maybe does not agree.
Somebody tell me you cook well.
I can cook quite okay, but my specialty is baking. My cheesecake is the best.
Okay, you will make a cheesecake for myself next time I come in Salzburg.
Yes, deal.
Okay, nice one. I think Julia is not far, and she will laugh here about that also. So she knows what she needs to do if you want to be married longer. You need to do... Okay, and something I think you like very much, and I know because I'm close to you for 10 years now, to pass time with friends. That is something special for you.
Yes, it's definitely. I think friends and... good people with good energy around you is just the most important thing. And I remember when we met for the first time, we went to the wind tunnel in Milan. You tried to convince me of the performances and from Ekoï and where the company is heading and everything. And back then you said to me, I remember we were sitting in your VW bus and we were driving through the city, and you said, I am sure you will win Kona. I am 100% sure.
I remember.
100% sure.
I remember. And also I remember the one we have done together in the morning. Peace 320 a month. So I remember.
And you're you're probably one of the first guys who was super convinced and super positive about it. So everyone like, yeah, maybe, but you were like, no, 100% sure.
Yeah, but that is normal. I think it.
No, it's not normal.
We don't need to say that, because something I remember when we. So that is a good anecdote. Normally I would say after, but I would say now because you start the question. I remember in Milan when we put a helmet, not this one, but the first one, we put 3 kilos in your head for 3 hours, and I remember the guy cut in the helmet and to fix the best aerodynamic.
Yes.
And that is a long time, long memory, but we happened today and we are here.
Yeah, it's been a long way. We had some really, really good moments together.
And I remember something you just said before. You say the money is not important for you. Do you remember what we do just before the test? Do you remember that? I bring something and you say, and you push away.
Yeah, the contract.
The contract.
I don't care.
You say, I don't care that.
Yeah.
Show me your helmet.
Yes.
And we put the helmet.
Yes.
And after 2016, you finish third. And next one, you win Kona.
Yes.
So that,
this is what really counts, right?
Yeah.
So I would say performance comes first. It always needs to be like that. And so, I am always surprised that as some athletes, they lack performance because they go for the money. And I think it's just stupid.
I think you can win more money if you have the best product to have more money.
Exactly.
Exactly.
In the end.
At the end.
Yeah.
That's the trick. And you are a big fan of car, that I know. And also you like Formula 1.
Oh, yeah. I'm a huge fan. Michael Schumacher was always my sporting idol. I raced go-karts myself when I was a kid, but my family did not have enough money to afford a career in motorsport. It's super expensive. But I love everything related with beautiful cars and Formula One, and it's a great passion of mine.
Next time you come in France, I think I will make you a little dream. We have a big ambassador in Ekoï. The name is Alain Prost. So next time you come in France, I promise to you.
The doctor.
Yeah, I promise to you to bring him. So I think you will be enjoy. Maybe not with the car, but himself. He's doing biking very good. So I think
a lot of they're really fit. Yeah, the motorsport guys are super fit, and I would love to. How many? Also 3-time world champion. Yeah. Alain Prost.
And what I know is not easy to say that because I don't want to talk about retire, but. Today you're 39 years old and very young, because we know now we can go longer. We start early because now 20 years old people start in the Ironman.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And, what you will do after when you will be finished, when you will be PL5 with 5 win Kona, because I know is your goal. What you will do after that?
We have a lot of plans. So we also work with the brand PL5. On certain things. Julia, my wife, she has having the running classes, so she's a great running technique coach, and this is one part we really want to go into that coaching business. We will or I hope to be an ambassador for the companies I work with right now. We will have a lot of speeches, or I will do a lot of speeches, and I also want to train a couple of people, so maybe a few age groupers, maybe some pros. Another dream of mine is to build a mentoring program for young athletes. So this is a project that's really close to my heart, because I really think young athletes, especially if they don't have like rich families and stuff like that, I want to help them develop as an athlete, but also as a person. This is. And there are a lot of.
You will see. For the moment, you are not retired.
No.
So we will see that. We will do another podcast next year.
Yes.
And don't forget, next year is the birthday. It's a 10 years birthday between Ekoï and Patrick Lange.
Yes.
So maybe we can do a good candles in Kona.
Huh?
Why not?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd love to.
Okay, see you next year. What country you will love to visit? Because today you've done a lot of travel, but what country you love to visit and you've never done before?
I really love to go and see the Himalaya, so the mountains. It's a big dream of mine. China, Pakistan, and India, and this region, I really think the mountains that what excites me the most. So that's a dream of mine, and also Julia really wants to see that.
Oh, I am sure Julia will love to go somewhere with you with no triathlon.
Oh yeah,
I'm sure. I will ask her after. What is a crazy things you remember happen, positive or negative, on race?
On race? Oh yeah, a lot of crazy things happening in a race, especially if you do an Ironman. But what stood out was the situation in Portugal when I forgot where the transition zone is.
I am here. I am here. I remember you do T1, T2.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember that.
I was running 2 kilometers, 2 kilometers through the age group transition. I was like, where's number one? Where's number one? And they're like,
oh yes, I remember that last Qashqai.
Yeah, Qashqai.
Yeah.
That was a horrible story.
All right, come back to the question of the follower. So, quick question, quick answer. Patrick, what does a typical training day look? You are preparing for a big race.
Get up at 6, have a coffee, go to the pool, have a 5K swim set, come back home, have another coffee, breakfast, prepare for bike ride, go ride bikes, something between 2 and 4 hours, come back home, eat, chill a little bit, and maybe have a run or do some athletics, and that's it. So that's, triathlon is a really training intense sport, and I train between 25 and 35 hours a week. So a lot of time, a lot of training sessions, and a lot of dedication and sacrifice to that.
Thank you to Training Geek to have a question. And second question from Mind Over Miles. How important is the mental side for you for training and to be ready for the big goal?
Oh, super important. I think you really cannot underestimate the power of the mind, especially in a long day like an Ironman. I took, for the last 3-4 years, I was working with a mental coach as well to develop certain tactics to handle situations where you feel that your mental state is a little bit getting out of hand. So it's really important to try and learn to channel those thoughts, and this is what I do, and I think it's a really important tool and training to have.
Question from Beyond Triathlon. Outside the triathlon, what is your hobby or passion? Passion, you talk about Formula 1 on car, but what is your hobby? Do you have a hobby?
Not really. I'm interested in a lot of things. I think a big hobby will be the dog we're about to get. So
we will talk about that after.
We'll get a puppy now, and I think this will be a big time-consuming hobby.
All right, nice. Thank you for the question for everyone. And now we will pass something special I like. We do a little quiz with you. So I will make you some, just a word, and you will let me know what you think about the word, okay?
Okay.
If I tell you Rudy, but with a I, not with the Y. Why are you laughing?
No. Yeah, Rudy.
Where is Rudy?
Rudy is the name of my dog, and of our dog, and we are really looking forward to welcome him to our family. And always said the biggest sacrifice for me has always in sport has always been that I was not able to live with a dog. I grew up as a kid, and I always had animals around me: cats, dogs, horses, everything. And now is finally time. So Julia agreed to finally have a dog, and I can't wait. I think this will it will just be amazing and so much more life quality, So I'm really looking forward for meeting Rudy.
We look in your eyes. You wait after that.
Yes, I really looking forward for that.
Okay, next time you come in France, you bring Rudy.
Yes, I will.
Okay, nice one. If I tell you Julia
is the love of my life, the most important person in my life. Always there for me, always supporting. The biggest critic, also in a positive way. So it's the balance. She's balancing a lot. I'm grateful to have found a person who also sacrificed a little bit of her life to support my life. So she really feels, I think, the the value of what we do together. And I know it's not always easy to live with a person like myself, because we are strange in a way. I mean, it's definitely not a normal life. It's not an easy life to live with someone like me, if you say. A lot of travel, a lot of training. Sometimes you have to be really self-centered, and to find someone who steps back and support this, and is unique. So it's
and she's
great.
a good cooker.
She is a very good cooker.
If I tell you a name of one country, I am sure you have something to say. We talk about that, but Milan.
Milan. Yeah, Milan is the place where Ekoï and we met for the first time, and where a great relation and a great partnership started for me.
If I tell you Pure.
Pure. Yeah, Pure is the pinnacle of our development that we have done over the years. I think especially so Ekoï, Pure Aero is the latest development, and Ekoï has been on the forefront of developing this helmet with CFD analyzers and so much effort in there. So yeah, pure speed in the result.
Pure like peace, like Patrick.
Yes.
And last one word is new, but I am sure you know, is aerolite.
Aerolite. Light. Glasses. Spacey. I always think it's cool to have a brand that does things differently, and think outside of the box. So it's really important to have a company who try and move things forward. And this is, you always think, okay, what will be next? And this is the next big thing.
And the last word I will make is a word I don't write, but I want to know. I think everyone need to know. PL we know, but why 5? PL 5, why?
So 5 is my lucky number, to keep it short.
My one too.
You see?
5th of June.
And how I came up with it was, I noticed that I really have good results when I have a 5 in my start numbers. And so I did some research into that, and my two big sporting idols, Michael Schumacher and Mark Allen, they both had, when they won their first World Championship titles, they had to start number 5. So Michael had 5 on the car. You know, back in Australia when he crashed into Damon Hill, 5 on the car. And Mark Allen in Iron War, he had start number 5. And when I was winning my first Ironman World Championship in Kona, guess my start number was 5. So this is why I came up with PL5, and I think it's still pretty cool.
Thank you, Patrick. That is a great moment for myself and for Ekoï follower. So I am sure everyone will be happy to know you much better. So thank you to say some true things about your life, from yourself, from Julia, and everything behind you. We are glad to have you on board an Ekoï company, because it's 10 years now we will see you and we follow you. So I can say to everyone, we will go to end of your career. That I can make today for sure. And thank you very much for everything you've done. And if you have a little word to say before we say the end to everyone to the podcast, I give you the last word.
Yeah, I just can say likewise. I'm proud to have a partner like that. I think 10 years speaks for itself. It's crazy. And just grateful, and thank you very much, especially to you, Jackie, for all the hard work you put in, for believing in me, and going through all that times, and here's on to the next 10 years. Merci.
That is good.